Totally forgot to put bottom mascara on. Okay, give me 2 seconds. We're just going to pause this intro. I'm going to put my bottom mascara on and be back. Alright, so I've just popped my bottom lash mascara on, so let's get back into the intro. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Finally, I have not said that in so long. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for being so patient with me. I know that it has been coming up to 2 months now that I have not sat down and filmed a video for you guys. I will be explaining that throughout the video. It's nothing crazy, but it's just an update for you guys. The moral of the story is that I am back. I am getting back into all of this. I'm super excited to be sitting down and filming today. Also, a little quick public service announcement is that I have actually started up freelancing on the side as a second job kind of thing, I guess you would say. As most of you know, I am based in Perth, so any of you who watch me and are from Perth and would like your makeup to be done by moi, then please jump over to my Instagram. I'll pop it up on the screen here. My normal Instagram is this one here, but I have made an Instagram just recently for my freelancing makeup side of things. Please jump over and follow that. If there's ever an occasion that you want to get your makeup done by me, then please message me. I would love to paint some of your faces. It has been a long time coming for me to start up a freelancing account or just start my freelancing in general on the side of my job. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but I just haven't gotten around to it, but I'm super excited that I'm officially doing it on my days off. Yeah, keep that in mind if you ever want to be glammed up, and DM me if you have any questions in regards to anything to do with my freelancing. Anyway, in regards to today's video, I have come up with this khaki kind of smoky eye with a big dramatic wing and some glossy lips. I absolutely love how it's come out, so if you guys would like to see how I did create this makeup look today, then please keep on watching and let's get straight into the video. Also, of course, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I do believe there's a little bell symbol as well down by my name. Hit that little bell notification down below and then you will get a notification when I post a video and you won't miss a thing. Anyway, in saying all of that, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start out with the eye makeup. So like I said in the intro, I am going to be doing a khaki kind of smoky eye. The first thing that we're going to do is start off with MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm just going to pick that one up on a fluffy brush and buff that onto my lid. I kind of place it down with the brush and then I like to actually go in with my finger and like press it onto my lid. So I'm just going to be taking my face powder, which is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus, and I'm just going to set down the paint pot that I just popped on my eye. Took the paint pot right up to my brow bone as well. I take it all over my entire lid and right up to my brow bone, just so that I've got full coverage in that area. Right, next thing that I'm going to do is my brows. I want to have my brows on before I start my eyes so that I've kind of got a little bit more direction. I'm just going to take a spoolie and brush through them. I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Auburn. This one is amazing, and I'm actually taking it on a Morphe M432 brush, which is a straight topped brush. Hasn't got the angle to it at all. It's literally just a straight top flat brush. So just starting at the front like always, working my way through the brow, creating that border, and then I go in and fill it in. This product is amazing for getting a super crisp brow. As you can see, you can get a really defined line. Then of course taking my spoolie through and diffusing out any other harsh lines at the front as well. Alright, so next we're going to get into creating the eye look. So I'm going to be taking the Morphe 39A Dare to Create, which is this one here. It is super big and large and it's got everything you could possibly need in it. So this palette has got so many options. It's got some bright colours, some neutral colours, some blush shades, some bronzing shades. It is just a serious all-rounder. I'm going to be taking this shade here to build up my crease transition shade. And I'm just taking that on a large fluffy brush. There is a lot of pigment in these Morphe palettes, which I didn't really know because I hadn't used them that much. So going in and using them now, I'm so impressed. So I'm literally just focusing this through my crease area. This is going to kind of act as my transition shade. I'm just going to build that up as I go. And then after that, I'm going to be taking a slightly smaller blending brush, one that's not quite as fluffy, just so I can focus on the outer half of my crease and outer corner of my eye. So next I'm going to be picking up the slightly darker shade just next to the first one that I used, and I'm going to define the crease even more with this one. You can see that I'm not actually taking this shade all the way through my crease. I'm focusing it on the outer corner of my eye and taking it about halfway through my crease. And then I'm going to pick up that first brush that I used and just smoke it out a little bit more. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is take that same smaller blending brush that I was just using and this khaki green shade here, and I'm going to pop this one through the crease and slightly over my lid as well. And I am taking this all the way through my crease to the inner corner. And again, picking up that first brush and smoking anything out that I need to. Right, now I'm going to pick up that same shade on a shader brush. Just going to pack that onto my lid, and that's going to go underneath the Dose of Colours shade. And just taking that smaller blending brush to blend it through. The other thing that I'm noticing with this palette as well is that there's barely any fallout. I have got the smallest amount of fallout underneath my eyes, and I've been using pretty dark shades, so that's a good sign too. And now for the fun part, I'm going to be taking the shade Turbo Sun, which is this khaki one here in the Desi Katy Dose of Colours palette. And I'm going to pack this right onto the center of my lid. I'm going to pick it up on the brush, and then I'm going to spritz my brush with some Fix Plus. I really want this khaki color to pop on my lid. Alright, and now I'm going to be applying a winged liner. Winged liners are one of my favourite things at the moment. I'm going to be taking my favourite winged liner product at the moment, the Tarte Mandater liquid liner. So this is a brush type top, like it's not a felt tip, it's a brush, but it comes up to a tip and it just allows you to apply the perfect wing. I'm just going to be starting on the outer corner of my eye, creating the outer border of the wing, connecting it back up to the top and then filling it all in. I've created quite a thick wing today, but I think it goes with the look because it is so dramatic. So I'm just going to jump over and do the other eye, and then I'll be back. So now I'm just going to draw the inner corner of the wing into my eye. I have to get really close to a mirror for this, so I'm not going to film it, but basically I'm just going to connect the wing all the way across the top of my eye. I'm going to tight line my eyes with a black liner, and for that I'm going to be using the MAC Kohl Power Eye Pencil in the shade Feline. This is just a pure black pencil, and I'm going to tight line my eyes with this. Sometimes when I curl my lashes, the lash curler actually lifts a little bit of my eyeliner off, which it has done just now, so I'm just going to quickly go over the top of that, make sure there's no gap. Now I'm just going to coat my lashes in mascara, and for this I'm going to be taking the MAC Haute Naughty 2 Black Lash. So this is like a 2-in-1. You've got two different exits with the mascara, so it's really good if you want one for your bottom lashes and one for your top lashes, because one brush will have less product on it than the other. I am actually going to be taking the top exit, which is the one that's got less product on the brush, and I'm going to use this for my mascara today because I'm going to be applying falsies and I don't want my mascara to be too heavy. For lashes today, I'm going to be taking these Lorum lashes. This is from their classic range, and these are in the style Angel Wings. Now, I have super small eyes, so I'm going to have to measure these ones to my eyes and make sure that they fit. I'm going to have to take off about 3 lash knots at the end because they are way too big for my eyes, so I'm going to cut them from the outer end of the lash. What I'm going to use to stick these down is going to be the Duo Lash Adhesive. This is the best lash glue I have ever used to date. So I've just stuck the glue on, and I'm just going to wait for that one to dry. I'm going to hold the lash right in the center, and I'm going to place it onto the center of my lid and then connect it to the outer corners and inner corners of my eyes. This is my first time wearing lashes from this brand, and I absolutely love how that is looking. So that is lashes on. So now we're going to get onto the base finally. I feel like I have been doing my eye makeup for the longest time. But first, just quickly, I'm going to apply a brow bone highlight, and for this I'm going to take the shade Noli from the Dose of Colours Desi Katy palette again. Just a tiny bit because these eyeshadows are super pigmented. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to move on to skin and the base, which is one of my favorite parts. I always love doing my base makeup. Underneath my makeup, I always do quite a bit of skin prep. I just like my skin to be super moisturized and prepared for the makeup that is going to be going on. First of all, I'm going to be taking my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is my all-time favorite moisturizer to put underneath as the very first step of my base makeup before a primer. It's quite a thick moisturizer, but it doesn't go on leaving your skin feeling super heavy or creamy. It's also got a slightly sticky texture to it, so I feel like it really helps my makeup grab to the skin and stay on that bit longer. Next, I'm going to be taking my MAC Fix Plus spray, and I'm just going to spritz my face with this one. Then going in with my MAC Natural Radiance primer, and this one is the yellow based one. And because I want it to be a dewy makeup, I'm just going to do one more step on the skin. The L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magique base. So this is almost like a dupe for MAC's strobe cream. So that is the skin prep done. You can see how that Lumi Magique base from L'Oreal Paris just adds a really nice glow to my skin, so that's going to help with the dewiness coming through my foundation. For my foundation today, I'm going to be taking one of my all-time favorites, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I am in the shade Y335. Yeah, as I buff this into my skin, let me have a little chat to you guys. So basically, I know that I haven't filmed in a long time. This is the first time I've kind of sat down and filmed in about 2 months, which I know is quite bad. Well, coming up to 2 months, I think. So thank you guys for being really patient with me and just kind of waiting for me, I guess. I'm going to be getting back into things now. I have just been so incredibly busy, and if I'm honest as well, I lost a little bit of motivation in the way of filming. I just kind of went through a patch of not feeling motivated at all to film, and I didn't want to sit down and film a video when I'm not feeling it at all. I wanted to make sure that I was in, you know, a motivated space to be able to sit down and have a chat to you guys and talk you through a makeup tutorial or whatever it is that I'm doing. I don't like the idea of sitting down and filming a video that I really am not keen at all to film, so I was like, I'm just going to take a bit of a break from it. And then the other thing is as well is that I've actually started up my freelancing business on the side, so I am now freelancing as a makeup artist. But yeah, so I've been really busy with that, and then busy with working in general, and lost a little bit of motivation. So that is a sum up of why I haven't sat down and filmed, but I'm really happy to be sitting down and filming now. It feels really good and exciting, and yeah, it's just nice. That's my little explanation, so let's get straight back into the makeup tutorial and keep on getting ready. For concealer today, I'm going to be taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Now I use this one in the shade NW20. Now a little bit of this concealer always goes a long way for me. One pump is by far enough. So I'm just going to dot that down underneath my eyes, down my nose, and whatever's kind of left on my forehead. And then just taking my Real Techniques Duo Fiber Contour Brush to buff that. This time last year I was in Europe, and this time last year I had just left Tomorrowland. I was on my way to Germany, and like thinking about that makes me so sad. Watching like all the Snapchats and the videos and the Instagram stories and everything from people that are at Tomorrowland, and it's just killing my soul because honestly it is the best place ever. So I need to go back ASAP. I'm going to go and set that one down. I'm just going to be taking my Face of Australia Translucent Loose Powder. As you all know, this is my baby. I absolutely love it. So I'm just setting this one down with a Morphe M530 brush, which is like a contour brush, but I really enjoy this one for setting down my under eyes. And then I'm going to be taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus to set down the rest of the areas of my face that I didn't use the translucent powder on. I'm taking this one on a Sigma Large Powder F20 brush. I just like to press the powder into my skin so that I don't move any of the foundation around. So now for contouring, I'm going to be taking my MAC Cosmetics Matte Bronzing Powder. This is one of my favorites for contouring because it still can be used as a bronzer, but it's a little bit on the cooler side. So I like to go in and use this as my contour and then bronze with my NARS Casino Bronzer, which is a lot warmer. And I'm using this one on a Sigma Small Contour F05 brush. So I take that on my cheekbones, and then I also take that around the top of my forehead. And then I also take it on my jawline as well. Then to bronze, I'm going to be taking my NARS Casino Bronzer, and I'm going to take that on a Sigma Tapered Face F25 brush. This is my all-time favorite bronzing brush. And I just kind of hit this on the outer perimeters of my face. Now for blush, I'm not much of a blush person. I don't wear a lot of blush. I'm more of a bronzer gal, but we do need some color back into this skin, so I'm going to be taking my MAC Blush Baby Blush, which is this perfect kind of off pink matte blush. I really like applying this with a stippling brush just because I find that it really disperses the color nicely without making it too heavy. I've actually done these last few steps in a little bit of a weird order. So now that I've done that, before I do my highlighter, because I like that to be my second last step before my lips, I'm going to just finish off the bottom of the eye makeup. So now to finish off the bottom lash line, I'm going to be adding the brown shade that I used to deepen up my crease at the start of the video. This palette is just so awkward to hold. and then also this khaki shade here. So I'm going to mix the brown and the khaki shade and apply that to my lower lash line. With the brown, and I did actually mix the khaki in with it, but it came up a lot more brown, so I'm just picking up that khaki and adding more in. And I am going to line my waterline with the black pencil, just so that it brings it together even more. I am taking that all the way across my lower waterline as well, right into the inner corner. I'm going to pick that pencil brush up one more time and just kind of smoke out that harsh line between my waterline and my lower lash line. So for my highlighter today, I'm going to be taking MAC's Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. So I'm just going to pick that up on a Sigma tapered highlighter brush. And then I'm actually going to spritz my brush just once because I don't want it to be too soaked, just so that my highlighter really does pop. I find that wetting your brush when you apply your highlight is going to make it really stand out on your cheeks. This highlighter by MAC is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love this shade. And then I'm going to take a smaller tapered brush. This one is by Morphe and it is the Morphe 510 brush. I'm just going to pick up that highlighter again and pop it right in between my brows and also above my brow bone. Above my eyebrows, I mean, not my brow bone. I'll be taking an even smaller tapered brush. This is an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pop this into my inner corners as well. And then I'm also going to take it on my cupid's bow. Zoomed you in once again so that you can see how I apply my lip. So for lips today, I'm going to be taking my MAC Whirl pencil. So this is a dark nude lip pencil. I am also going to fill my lips in completely with this lip pencil. Alright, so I've totally changed my mind and I want to go for a glossy lip. So for this, I'm going to be taking the MAC lip gloss in the shade Beau. You guys, wait till you see this. This is so beautiful. So that has brought me to the end of this video. Also, if you guys have any specific video requests, please comment them down below or message me on Instagram or anything like that, because getting ideas from you guys is always really good because I like to know what you guys do like to watch. I hope you guys did enjoy the tutorial today. I absolutely loved how the makeup look has come out. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week and I will see you guys all in my next video.